Hey guys, welcome to the live build of this SNAA kit. What are we live building here today? The Lamorak, the Soul Spear Lamorak. And we're back. Yes, hello. You can see me okay? Hear me okay? Yes, everything good? Hello. Welcome back. Feel like it's been a while since I saw you guys last. If you were perhaps on the live stream with Adam and I earlier this morning, welcome back. Today, yeah, we got the Lamorak here. Very excited for this kit. I really hope it's as good as the Tristan. So far so good. It looks very similar just in terms of the construction. Now, the way the construction works in the manual is it has you go through building the whole like inner frame first, and then you go back and put the armor on it. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it all at once because I kind of don't really need to do all that. It's kind of interesting. It's novel to be able to see the full inner frame first. It allows you to kind of appreciate the inner frame before you cover it all up. So by all means, I would recommend you guys to follow the instructions and do it like that. Spend some time appreciating the inner frame. But for my purposes, we're just going to get this put together and check it out. So yes, how's everyone doing this afternoon? If you missed the live stream this morning, talked about some cool stuff. I mean, it's a lot of similar stuff. I mean, if you've seen any number of our live streams, there's quite a few questions that we tend to get that are not necessarily new, that we've maybe answered before, or very similar questions. There's always cool updates and useful stuff, I feel like, that you can get from those live streams. So check it out if you missed it. And yeah, we'll get into it here. Yeah, so after having built this is my third one after the Percival and the Tristan. We'll see how long I can remember like the number of them and the number and names of the kits in the line that I've built thus far. It's quite the feat. I certainly don't think that I would be able to do that for pretty much any other line of kits. So that's saying something. But yeah, we'll see how long I'm able to keep that up. After the third one, I feel like when I get around to building the fourth one, next time I'm here doing this with another one of these SNAA kits, I'm probably just going to be like, I don't remember how many of these that I've built. Something like that. But yes, so far I would say that it's feeling very similar in terms of the construction here. The last couple, which would make sense. I mean, they're in a line, right? Have you built every SNAA kit today? Like, no. So as I was just mentioning, I've built of the smaller size. This is the third one. The larger size ones, I think it's just the two, the Nether Emperor and the Fire Lord. So that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. It's the Martial Emperor. That was not SNAA. Was it? No, I'm second guessing myself. Was that Martial Emperor kit an SNAA kit? I feel like it's like kind of different in style, but I feel like that was kind of before. Now they've got kind of a sort of established aesthetic almost. But I want to say that one was kind of before that. That is SNAA kit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the Martial Emperor was a little different because that was kind of before they had gotten to their own sort of signature style that they can have now. I'm looking for it next, hoping it restocks one day. You're talking about the Martial Emperor? Do we not have it here? Are we sold out here? Or are you not able to buy from here? This part, I was kind of, you saw me just kind of struggling with that for a minute there. It wasn't necessarily that like the part wasn't fitting in. It was just that like the angle that it needs to go in. It's kind of like it was sort of a hard angle to like push. Could be just like with my big hands or just lack of coordination with my hands. There we go. This is all the torso inner frame. After this is when we will get to, well, I don't know where we'll go next. According to the manual, it goes actually from the, like I said, because you go through all the frame first. The manual has us going to waist frame, so we could go to the waist next. Last night, I mentioned this on the live stream earlier this morning as well. Okay, this is meant to be. Last night I started work on the motor nuclear Lubu kit, which I think is the correct name and pronunciation. That's what we have it as, like on the website. But like the name, like on the box, is much longer than that. There's kind of a lot more to the name. But anyway, the Lubu is what you would know it as if you're just kind of going off what we have on the website. And anyway, I started work on that last night, and it's pretty cool. It's been a little while since I've built a motor nuclear kit, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. It's not like, personally, it's not like really my preferred kind of aesthetic, the motor nuclear kits. They have that more kind of ornamental, sort of spiky sort of aesthetic to them, okay, which I don't like quite as much. But they certainly make for pretty unique builds. I mean, like, when I say that I don't like it as much, it just means that, like, for if I were to go, you know, like I wanted to pick a kit to work on, like customizing or painting, whatever, it wouldn't be what I would choose for that. But as far as just like to build and review, they're fun to build, fun to review. Oh, now what's wrong with me? Am I dumb? I don't think so. Why is this not going on there? Oh, there we go. Another just kind of weird angle to try to get these parts on here. Suddenly very aware of the size of my fingers. This kit. There we go. All right, we got that on, and then let's see. Have you built the Inera Fenrir? Not yet. Working on that. As I mentioned this morning, I actually have another someone else here on the staff is helping me out building that for me, because I just have way too many kits to build. But so the review will be coming soon. I know people will be asking about that one, so I know it's coming. Interesting. I mentioned this with Adam earlier on the live stream, if you guys missed it, but I'm not as big a fan of the red accent color on this one compared to like SNA so far for a lot of their recent releases, and maybe I'm sure this is why they wanted to change it up a little bit, but a lot of their recent releases, especially like among this line, the BE line, have a sort of like, they're like white with like grays and like kind of bluish lavender accents. This one changes it up a bit with having red as the accent color. I don't quite like the red as much with this style as much as like the kind of purplish blue that we've seen on a lot of the other kits in the series. What do you guys think? Just finished the Tristan build, similar to that or updated on. It seems very similar to the Tristan. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be that different. I think probably the only one, which I've not built, so I could be wrong about this, but the Achilles to me does look like it's kind of the most different of the bunch so far. I think because it was the first one out in the line, and I think that one came out shortly after like the Martial Emperor, and it was only kind of like after those first couple, then they kind of got into kind of like an established sort of their kind of signature aesthetic kind of after that. That was right. But so I'm not sure so that's why I would be curious if the Achilles builds a little differently, with it being the first one among these, if I'm remembering correctly. It might, but I mean, any of these other ones kind of after that, I wouldn't imagine there's going to be like a big difference, unless that's something that, you know, that they might update at some point. Yeah, maybe. I mean, so it's worth asking, because at some point probably there's going to be some more significant changes. As far as I can tell, though, having kind of just started off with this one, and just from the parts, and after just building the Tristan and the Percival fairly recently, there's not anything that's really standing out to me at this point that like, oh, that's different. I mean, a lot of the frame, it's not like recycling frame parts, but I can tell that the design of the frame is like exactly the same. The parts are designed in the same way. It's just that they work in the same way. Is this making sense? Oh. The parts go together to do the exact same thing. It's just like they look a little different just depending on the design. Okay. So that's the waist frame. I'll say that Percival has probably been the best SNA kit so far. Yeah, I think that was my first one of this series, and I think I definitely kind of got a bit spoiled with that one. But I mean, now kind of going back in the line, well, I went back for the Tristan and now forward again to this new one. But I think, you know, obviously going back to the Tristan was not at all like I could notice a downgrade going backwards in time in the line. There was, I mean, the Tristan was just as good, but the Percival was particularly good, just because I think especially with the deluxe version, I mean, you just like got so much stuff in there, and it's like the kit on its own was really nice, and then it just had all these really cool sword weapons. It's not like there was a large variety of weapons, it's just like different swords basically, but they were really cool for sure. Now, I'm not entirely sure that I can clip apart these front skirts, so I'm not going to at the moment. They seem like if they're not connected in the middle that they might not stay in there. You wouldn't think that that would be an issue, like that they would know that that's what people are going to do, but little vent. Okay. We got these really big kind of like back skirt sections here. The side skirt's not so much at all. They're just like these little things that just kind of stick onto there. Back skirts are much more substantial. These side ones just pop onto here. Go ahead and put the torso on there. Like that. So yeah, the side skirts. Or no, back skirts, I mean. And it's interesting that it's like two different sections. We don't normally see that. I usually like the back skirts like one kind of more centralized one piece. It's kind of interesting to have it split into two pieces. Reminds me of something, but I can't think of it. There's another, I feel like, series of designs. Let's say like Muv-Love or something, but I'm not sure about that. Something else that has similar kind of back skirts where instead of one central like piece like what we see on most like Gunpla, like Gundam designs, it's two like this for the back skirt. It's different, it's unique. I like that. Okay, after that, let's skip around a bit. Let's go to the legs. This actually has us going to the arms next, but I want to get this standing up. After the Fire Lord, I'll trust any 100 scale SNA kit. Got the Emperor ready. Post Gus. Yeah. Gus was great, I can only assume, after building the Regus and how nice that was. Yeah, you certainly got some good options there. Alright, so there's all our parts for one leg. It is going to be pretty parts heavy. After watching the review, snagged the Regus, definitely excited about getting that one. Yeah, it is really nice. Have you done the Sword King yet? I don't know. What's the Sword King? I don't know that one. What is that? Alright. What's the Sword King? Not sure. Well, probably safe to say that I've not built it then, to answer your question, because I'm not even sure which one that is. First in that line, if I remember correctly, Blade King from SNA. No, I don't even remember what that looks like. The name sounds familiar, but I can't think of what it looks like. Blade King. Oh, we're not to the weapons yet, but what color is that? Where is it? Part that's right here staring me in the face. I'm sure I can't find what it is. I probably have it in the wrong spot, would be my guess. Maybe. Oh. Yep. have it with the arms. That's why. Ooh. There we go. Okay. I was about to say something, but forget. Yeah, Blade King. I'm not sure. I would have to go back and look at it. The name sounds familiar, but I can't think of what it looks like. But anyway, safe to say that I did not build that unless I'm like really drawing a blank. Which I will admit is entirely possible. But no, I don't think I built that one. I say, even though I'm not following the instructions, which, as I was saying earlier, the instructions have you build the entirety of the frame first and then go back and put on the armor and everything. I'm not following that, but I would recommend you guys to, because I will say, just like the frame is really nice in these kits. I mean, here, just as you can see, just from like the leg, I mean, it's really nice detail and everything on there. So certainly nice to appreciate. Disappointed in Bandai basically abandoning MG drove me to try more third-party kits, really enjoying them other than the ABS. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, as far as like the Bandai thing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I always feel like there's plenty of Bandai stuff to build and to work on. I mean, even if there's not like a new thing out to work on, I mean, just even myself, I've built, quite a lot of Bandai kits in my day, but far from all of them. So I mean, there's plenty of really great master grades that I either A, wouldn't mind working on again that I've built before, or like a kit that I've just snap built and not painted or something like that, where I wouldn't mind going back and working on painting it. Or just a kit, whether it's kind of a newer one or an older one that I've just not built and I would like to build up. So I mean, there's plenty of Bandai stuff to enjoy. So I don't really agree with like, oh, there's nothing, Bandai's not making anything, so I'm gonna try these third-party kits instead. I think you can enjoy both. If there's a third-party kit, or as we were talking about in the live stream earlier today, I think, what was it? Not third-party, but indie model kit. Which then we have to come to terms with, okay, at what point does an indie model kit company become not indie? But anyway, you don't have to like make excuses as to why you want to check out, third-party or indie kits or whatever, Chinese kits like this. Yes, it is true that Bandai is making pure MGs, and if Bandai MGs are what you like about Gunpla, and Bandai's not making as many these days, then I understand. If you're wanting to buy something new, buy whatever you want. But for me, there's still like plenty of Bandai stuff that I've not built. Actually, on that note, I was planning to do another like double live stream build today, where I was going to build this kit here on this channel, and then over on my channel I was going to build the master grade Hyzak kit. So I've got that right here also already. The parts aren't ready yet, but they're all cut out and everything. And I just realized that I didn't think I was going to have time because I had the live build with Adam in the morning, and then live building this to try to fit in like another live build, even though it's a master grade, but it's like a fairly simple master grade. It wouldn't be one that would like take a ton of time to put together. I figured probably best to not try to do 3 live builds in a day. So I scrapped that idea, and so I'll probably do that. I'm not sure if it'll be Monday, probably not, but like Tuesday or possibly even Wednesday. But anyway, just goes to my point of there being lots of older Bandai master grades. I mean, you don't have to go back all that far too. That one's like particularly old. I think it's back from like 2004 or something, when that kit originally came out. You could go back just a couple years, and I'm sure you could find kits that you didn't get at the time of release, for whatever reason, and might be interested in getting now. If for no other reason, then there's nothing new to buy. If your money's burning a hole in your wallet and you just want to buy something new, even an older MG is still new to you. Okay, I'm just about done with this leg. These last couple parts, I need to turn the page in the manual. Let's see if I can get by without it. Well, perhaps not, because I'm already kind of getting a wall here. Maybe. I think I got it, actually. But I'm noticing I'm missing a couple of parts here. Here it is. Just that goes over the top, and this that goes over the top of that. That's it. Easy. There we go. Easy. Very nice. It's got quite the, I don't remember about the Percival. I'd have to go back and check, but I do remember the Tristan had quite the ankle armor on that kit as well. And this one too. I got the alignment a little bit off on that. There we go. What do you think of the Twin Lance for $111? What Twin Lance? I don't know. Don't know what you guys are talking about half the time. Quite the long legs too. I'll have to see how this looks like stood next to the Tristan, but the Tristan and the Percival. The legs seem larger and longer than other counterparts, though. Speaking of old kits, about to do the MG Goof Custom, oldest one I've done so far. Not a great kit, to be honest, straight out of the box. Basically just because it has trouble, like the hands are bad, so you're going to want to get some new hands for it. And then it has trouble being able to like even wield that massive weapon. And for the Goof Custom, I mean, that weapon is so like integral to the design. If it can't wield it, then like that really kind of takes away from the kit, I feel like. So that's my main problem with that kit. The couple main problems, like seam lines, okay, yeah, not a big deal. It's not like the most detailed. It's not the most, part separated. It doesn't have the most parts or color separation, things like that. Just being an older master grade. But the main thing that I would say is kind of the main thing that I would dislike about that is that those weapons are those issues which I just mentioned. But being able to hold up the weapon, that's something that you can pretty easily fix. Just kind of a fair warning ahead of time. You're probably going to be looking at a bit of modification to get that to really be able to do what you probably want it to do. The Goof Custom HG kit is much better, in my opinion, comparing the two, because it doesn't have those issues that I just mentioned. That would be the one that I would recommend. Like if someone asked me what's the best model kit to get if I'm a fan of the Goof Custom, I would tell them the HGC. But anyway, not to make you now feel like disappointed in the kit that you're gonna build. Build it, enjoy it. Just kind of warning you ahead of time. These are some of the issues that you're gonna have ahead of you. But otherwise, I think just like the design and the proportions and everything of it, I think do look good. It's an older MG though, so can't really expect it to compare to what we would expect if it was coming out in 2026 or in 2020 or whatever. All the hands from the era are awful. Yeah, pretty much. MG hands were just not good. Is USAGS going to carry the Lunavore Barbatos? I don't think so. So if you saw on like a short that I put out a little while back, I got the kit. I got an early sample of the kit, but we are not going to be carrying it. We've not ordered it, and so I don't think that we're going to be carrying it. Is what I've heard. Especially because we've got like the Wolf Technology kit, and they're essentially like the same kit. So the other one, what is it? The Lunavore. That one does not have the inner, like the metal frame parts that the Wolf Technology one has, and the design is slightly different, but it's like almost exactly the exact same design. And yes, I mean, like thinking about it from like a business standpoint, there's kind of not really much point to sell essentially two of the exact same kit. Then you're just kind of, people are going to buy one or the other, and then you're going to have like half of one and half the other left over that are going to be hard to sell because people got the one that they wanted. People aren't necessarily going to buy both of those. So thinking about it that way, you can kind of see why. Where's the part for the back of the thigh? Oh, there it is. We'll get to that in a second here. Let's get this one. As far as the one that I got of the Lunavore kit that I got as a sample, I don't even know if I'm necessarily going to even build and review it then in that case, if we're not going to be carrying it, because there's a lot of other stuff that I have to build, and kind of might as well review stuff that's like actually available here. I mean, to be fair, I'm often finding myself reviewing things that we have sold out, but in theory, it's things that we do sell, and that like hopefully we can get again or something like that. But this part's kind of tricky to get in here. I'm finding. There we go. Yeah, and with a lot of other things on the to-do list, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that Lunavore kit. moment. Working on trying to get other stuff done first, and then we'll see. If I think I have the time, I may just try to build it and review it just to compare. But, yeah. Is there new upcoming SNA kits? Not this one, just in general. Adam was saying in the live stream this morning that he thought he saw one recently that was shown off, but I've not seen that. And he said it was just like a prototype, the one that he saw. So I'm not sure. If anybody else has seen any new SNA kit announcements, seen a prototype or something like that, maybe let us know in the chat. Not that I've seen, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time. I mean, because I'm sure they're working on stuff, and we'll have something new coming out much sooner than later. All right. There's our legs. Done. Very nice. No membership or super chat. No, not on this channel. On my channel there is. Not membership. I've thought about it, and I've just kind of not really ever had any good ideas of how to really incentivize membership to really make it worth it for anybody to want to sign up. I've thought about some different ideas, but yeah. On this channel, no. I think you should be able to super chat if you really want to. But I'll check. I thought that you could. I know for sure we don't have membership though. Would be something to look into, I suppose. Any plans to custom paint this kit? No plans to custom paint this kit. Honestly, the Nether Emperor is the one that I would kind of really like to custom paint. But I've just got like a bunch of things, projects, a lot of projects that are already started and like in different points of being like kind of nearly done or kind of almost done, or that I would like to get done first. So even the Nether Emperor, which I would like to work on, I don't know if or when that will actually happen. There's just not enough hours in the day. I'm telling you guys, it's a constant struggle. Man's struggle against his ultimate enemy, time. What in the heck is that supposed to fit in there? I think I've got the wrong part here. Interesting. Guess I probably didn't realize that those are different between the left and the right side. Huh. Okay. Hello, how's it going, PTS? It is going pretty good. Yeah, pretty quick build so far. I mean, it's got a lot of parts, but that's been my experience with this line. This being my third kit in this line, but I would also say that the Nether Emperor and the Fire Lord went together in the same way, and that these kits are just the fit and everything's just very smooth. Really good fit on these, and so even with a lot of parts, I mean, they just fall together very nicely and simply. The only time that I ever kind of get slowed up in the building process is usually just from it's like just a small little part, and I'm just like struggling with my hand. Speaking of hands, where's the hand? We have a bunch of hand options with this kit, and I went ahead and just built those all kind of like ahead of time. And I thought I left one out to be able to put together here, but maybe I didn't. Oh, I have to go back manual to the frame of the shoulder. Just here. Oh my. Interesting connection part there for the shield. Uh-oh. And I see a nub. I see a nub that I missed. And that probably means I missed it on the other one too. We'll see. Uh-oh. Frozen. The camera's frozen. Why did it do that? Oh, it's not frozen here. Okay, let's give that a second. Give that a minute, and then it'll be back. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Sometimes the camera just needs a little break. It's actually my capture card, not the camera, because I can see the camera still going just fine. It's the capture card. Probably just get a new one. Probably like get a lot of new live streaming stuff, but that's something to think about. And I certainly will think about it. Okay. So bear with me a minute. Just kind of giving the camera a minute to do its thing. I'll switch that back on, and I'll show you how this is coming along. The shoulder here kind of basically done, and of course we've got a whole second one to put together still yet, so it's fine. Let's try it. Did the camera? No, the battery's not dead. Here you go. Yeah, thanks for your work. Are you the one who made like this hobby waiting for a pack of 30 minutes missions and two MF? Thanks for reviews. Bless you and luck from Russia, and wish you the best. Well, thank you. Thank you, Warrior. And greetings to you. These shoulder shields are pretty cool. Look at that. It's pretty cool. This attaches up here onto the shoulder armor. That's gonna feed through. hands here. Hands. On to close fists. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Okay, next arm. May I ask, what do the dots mean on your arm? This one? It's the Sephirah tree. It's basically a symbol for the tree of life, or inversely, it's the well, kind of depending on your direction, up or down, it's the creation of the universe, or going up the tree, it's the path to God. I'm not a particularly religious person, but I like the symbol kind of for all its non-religious context, for like all the meaning that it has, which is kind of goes beyond just kind of like the religious meaning, if that makes sense. Which it might, or it might not to you, and that's fine. Yes. There's actually like much more. Like, this is a very simplified version of the symbol. There's actually got like a whole bunch of other stuff. I just got like a really simplified version, but it's crazy. I think I've met, and not necessarily even really met. I think I've seen a couple people with the same tattoo. Or like a very similar version of it, because like I said, mine's like a much very like simplified version. I've seen a couple of other people with it, I think, in my life. All right, let's see if we can get on with building the rest of this arm here without the instruction manual. Oh no! I was noticing. I was noticing that I had this little piece that's like this little vent part that goes on the back of the arm. And I was noticing that there was one here on the table, and I thought, oh, I just must have had two here, but I didn't realize that it had fallen out of this arm. I'm going to want to keep an eye on that. Don't want that to be falling out and getting lost. Those arm parts there, it almost seems like they're not pushed together all the way. And that's why you saw me biting it there for a second. I was trying to see if I could get those to squeeze together a little bit more, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Just gonna kind of skip around here. Any chance you guys will review the Lunavore third-party kit? We actually just talked about that not too long ago. Fiery the Inkling. Eating the Plemo. Yeah, I talked about that not just a little bit ago. The Lunavore kit. We're not going to be getting that kit and selling it, as far as I know, and as far as I've heard so far. I got an early sample of it, which I think now the kit is out, I believe. But anyway, so I have one, but I don't think that I'm going to be reviewing it just because we're not going to be selling it, and I have a lot of other stuff to build and review. But I do have it, so I might review it at some point if I get a chance to build it and just to kind of see how it compares. But I mean, ultimately, it's like almost exactly the same design, and just a few like minor differences in terms of like what you get with the kit. That version doesn't come with the metal frame parts, etc., etc. There's a couple of small differences, but after having built the Wolf Technology kit, I mean, I would just recommend getting that one. I had a really good experience with that, so I think it's nice. That said, I mean, personally, I don't really care that much for like the metal inner frames. So I mean, if I had to choose, like if I was wanting to build one just for myself, as like I liked the design and I just wanted to get one to build and paint, probably the Lunavor would have been the one that I would have chosen, just because I don't really care that much about like the metal frame aspect of it. So I think I probably just would have gone all with the all plastic frame. But anyway, as far as I know, I think that's kind of like the main differences, really. So there's not a whole lot different. Yep, that bicep part popped off. Don't want that. I don't want anything popping off of here. All right, just kind of trying to get everything adjusted here. It's a lot of little bits to get lined up. Here's how we're looking so far. Very nice. What are your thoughts on the RG RX-78 2.0? I like it. It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, honestly, though, what you expect. I mean, not only would you expect me, who, you know, makes a point to say that there's no bad kits, but I mean, would you expect anyone to say that it's not a good kit? I mean, people might say that they like the design of the 1.0 better, or they like the more kind of a little bit more simpler RG, maybe something like that. I don't know, it's like possible, but I think it's safe to assume that pretty much anyone you're going to ask about the 2.0 RG Gundam is that they're going to have positive things to say about it, of course. I would even say, as I would like to make it a point to point out to you guys that I think the MG 2.0 is also a great kit. And I don't know if I could trust. I don't know if I could. Oh, this is kind of cool. So you have two different parts options for the eyes. Let me show you this. This part here, which has this kind of like little mono eye kind of thing that fits in there, like that, or kind of a more traditional kind of looking Gundam sort of face here, like this. What do we go with? Let's see what's on the front. Oh, this one is what's on the front, so that's what I'm going to go with. Both are good options, though. Anyway, so yeah, if anybody's trying to tell you that the Master Grade 2.0 RX-78-2 is not a good kit, I don't know if I would really trust them too much. I don't know if I've built anything at all ever from Bandai that carried the 2.0 label that wasn't a thoroughly impressive kit. Mostly that's just going to be, you know, master grades. I would also include like HG Revive kits in there. They're not labeled as like 2.0 HG 2.0s, but like Revive kits, and then some of them don't even have the Revive label on them as well. And I think even the ones that were originally labeled with the Revive label don't have the Revive label anymore. It's kind of a weird thing, but any of either the MG 2.0 kits or the 2.0 RG we have at the moment, the 2.0 perfect grade, if you want to consider like the PG Unleashed as like a 2.0, any of those have all been fantastic. So not had any experience with any 2.0 anything that wasn't short of amazing. Here's the backpack. The backpack is very simple. It's just a couple of parts here. I even have a couple of weapons parts in here, it would seem, for some reason. RG 2.0 Zaku, that would be cool. I would like it. The original RG Zaku is not one of the best RG kits. I think it's not as bad as some people make it out to be. It's got a couple of tricky spots, and honestly, I would like to see a 2.0 RG Zaku, just as much for the design of it though, just because the RG Zaku and the RG Gundam, the first one, have a similar kind of design aesthetic to each other, with the Gundam being based off of the 1:1 scale Gundam that was in Daiba at the time. The Mega Size RX-782 is also using that design, and there was also the HGG 30th kit that also used that same design. Oh, and the 3.0, the Master Grade 3.0 also has the same design. So there was a bunch of RX-782 model kits that came out around that time, around the 30th anniversary, that all use that same design. It's not really my favorite version design of the RX-782, to be honest. I kind of prefer the 2.0, like speaking of the 2.0, I kind of prefer that design a little bit more kind of anime styled, a little bit less detailed, because I think for like the RX-782 design in general, like the kind of lack of detail is very charming about the design. Now that said, I do, for like detailed versions, I think the 2.0 RG is really nicely detailed. It has, that's kind of like a little bit different style. That one has a kind of a more kind of modern stylization to it, which I think does also look nice. But how's this meant to go on here? Oh, and then it kind of twists onto there, huh? Interesting. Okay, so then, okay, I was wondering about this, looking at it. So like you got your lance here, and then it's got this gun, so I guess it can like what is it called, eject? It's not the word that I'm thinking of. Discard, essentially. What's another word for discard? I can't think of it, but you can get rid of that thing. So yeah, looking at the box art, I could see, oh, it's got a gun. There's like a couple of product images that show it with the gun. But then like looking at all the other images, like any other image that it shows of this kit, if it's not using the gun, it doesn't show it with the gun. It's not like on its back or something like that. So I kept thinking like, so where's the gun actually hiding on this? So now I can see it's actually the lance, minus the lance part. That's where the gun's hiding. Very interesting. Okay, then we have this longer handle. This is going to be for the axe, actually. So this one's going to go on here like this. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't really know necessarily what the point of this is. Okay, well, let's see. I think I figured it out. I'm sure if I turn the page, I'll figure it out. But if you look here, so this part, the axe blade, you see, I have like this long handle, and the axe blade has this part that like rotates here. And so it doesn't like fit on that. You have to have it rotated to the right point, and then it will slide over that and lock it into place. I'm thinking like, okay, that's so that you can swap the axe blade for something else, and I'm guessing that's so that you can swap the axe blade with this here. No, I was thinking maybe you could attach the lance onto there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe if we turn the page, we'll find out. Turn the page in the manual. It seems like that would be the case. Last couple bits here are just a couple of little connection pieces, it would seem, and I think that's kind of basically everything. But let's see, the X can be attached onto the backpack. That's the shield connection part. What that is? What's that other little part? Oh, that's it. What's that other extra little bit there? What's that for? Oh, it's a stabilizer part for the back of the arm. Okay. All right, well, nope, that's it. That's it. The shields can be attached onto the back of the arm instead of the shoulders if you want, using these connection pieces. We'll go over all that in the review, don't worry. Don't worry. But that's it for this kit. Let me pop these couple little bits in the box there so nothing gets lost. We got our two main weapons, the giant axe, the giant lance, which has a secret gun hiding inside, and I feel like there was something else. But anyway, are these here on the inside of the shield? I think those are also meant to be like little cannons or something, because there was an image like on the outside of the box. I felt like that showed that either on the box or on the website or something. It showed like it was looking like, oh yeah, like here, it's looking like the shields are pointed in a way that those are supposed to be some sort of like cannons or guns or something on there. Not sure how I really feel about the red. I hope it looks more vibrant in person. It's not necessarily vibrant, but I mean, it's a pretty like pure red color. Yeah, I'm not super into the red either. I was talking about that earlier about like the colors. It's a little boring compared to like the kind of purplish blue kind of lavender color that they've been using for accents on a couple of the previous releases. This one, I don't like the red as the accent color quite as much, but it's good that they're like mixing it up a little bit. I think it would have looked really cool as like an orange kind of color, maybe not just like plain red. It's like maybe like a darker maroon kind of red, or like a more reddish orange kind of color or something. Yeah, just like plain red seems like a little boring, maybe. I don't know. But the design itself is really cool. I like the head kind of is a little bit reminiscent of the Gyan with like the kind of eye thing there and like the thing on the head. But it is a cool design. And it does seem a little taller. Maybe not. Maybe it's kind of similar to the Tristan. I'll have to go check. I've got both the Tristan and the Percival are both in the store display here, so I'll have to go kind of see how they compare. It does look pretty tall though, and like the back skirt, yeah, again, as I was talking about earlier, the back skirt's interesting that's separated into two parts like that. It's kind of different from the standard. It's kind of like one single piece of the back skirt. So some very interesting stuff going on with this one. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I'm going to work on the review for this. That will be not today, but that'll be coming out next week for you guys. So look forward to that over on my channel, on ZakuAurelius channel. But thanks for hanging out. If you guys are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Adam and I do, of course, our live streams together. It's normally every 2 weeks, Friday morning. And then, yeah, if you have not noticed by now, I've been doing some live builds on this channel and some on my channel. Kind of basically how I'm breaking it down is that like if for like these third-party or indie model kits, stuff like this, I'm usually doing on this channel. Other stuff from like Bandai Kotobukiya, I'm doing over on my channel. It's kind of how it's going with these so far. It seems like a pretty good kind of way to mix that up a little bit. A little here, a little there. So yeah, subscribe here if you're not subscribed already. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, checking it out today. I will see y'all next week. I don't know what the next live build is going to be offhand. Possibly that Motor Nuclear kit. I'm thinking about live building that. So that might be the next live build later next week. But stay tuned. I'll let you know on that. And yeah, till next time, hope you guys have a great weekend. See y'all later.